Okay, hello and welcome to the live commentary of the match between Faustino Oro and Jose Martinez Alcantara. I'm Antoaneta Stefanova, and I'm very happy to be commentating here with great Grandmaster Lanier Dominguez.
Thank you. Yeah, pleasure to be here too. And yeah, we'll have this match between two, I would say, specialists of Blitz and Rabbit. So it should be very interesting. Faustino is only 12, but I think he's, I mean, the kids they're all specialists, I think, nowadays in fast time control. So yeah, I don't even know who is the favorite. I guess maybe Jose, but not by much, I would say.
Yeah, I think it is going to be a very interesting match because, of course, Jose is the rating favorite and much more experienced, although still he's also a young player. But Faustino showing great results. He finished all his Grandmaster norms recently, and in Hong Kong, I think both of them played very well.
Yeah, they played on the same team, and I think they both play well, especially in the Blitz. I think and Faustino, well, I think he just made one draw. I think he was 9.5 out of 10, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, he even beat players like Duda.
Yeah. He was playing great. I think Jose did well too. So yeah, they both come with good momentum, and I'm sure they're quite motivated for this match as well.
Yeah, I think they are going to start soon, but let's just say a few words about the format. So they have 6 games in total, 2 games of rapid, 15 minutes, and no increment, and then 3 minutes blitz, 4 games. What do you think about this format with no increment, Lanier? It's a long time we haven't seen it without increment, right?
Yeah, I think we're used to the increment, but okay, in the in the old days, that's the way we were playing. But I think now, we have this change in formats all the time, even online. Recently, they moved to the 10-minute without increment format. They use it quite a lot, so I'm sure that both players have quite some experience already with playing without increment. And yeah, it's probably they're probably both more used to playing online without increment than over the board. But
over the board is sometimes very hard. Yes, pieces start flying around, and no really time to think exactly where you put them. Let's see also our arbiters how strict they will be, because if I don't know if you remember, I remember at some point there was a rule that if you drop a piece and press the clock, so you kind of finish your move, then you just lose. And luckily, this rule was canceled very quickly, because it was kind of impossible in the 3 minutes blitz, because it's our instinct to finish the move and press the clock, and sometimes the piece would fall down after you have pressed the clock. So it was a mess. I don't think we will have such problems here. But in any case, very, very tough format, no increment. So let's see who manage better the time, because here it's not just to win on the board, but also with the clock.
Yes.
But also, I mean, the whole event here in Lima, Peru, it's such an exciting event, right? Marathon, 67 hours, something like that.
Yes.
So there will be 3 blitz tournaments of many games, like 12 double rounds.
Yes, there will be simuls and
2 rapid tournaments, Backhouse.
Backhouse as well.
A lot of side events like simuls, games, handicapped games versus Grandmasters. And I'm sure that everybody here in Lima, Peru will really enjoy this chess festival.
Yeah, I'm sure they will do. I mean, Peru is also a country with a rich chess tradition, yeah, always good players. And I'm sure that a lot of people are waiting to take part in this Blitz tournaments.
Yeah.
And also in the Blitz against Grandmasters, where they have the chance to beat some good, really strong players.
Well, yeah, and also, I mean, so many players have come from around the world to play, because I know that they had a kind of limit 400 players for each of the events. So hopefully not too many people will be disappointed not to be able to take part, and I'm sure that all of them will manage to take part in some of the events. But yeah, very, very difficult. So Blitz is the whole night starting from 11 o'clock in the evening local time till 9 o'clock in the morning, and then 10 o'clock they start the rapid. So I mean, good luck to all these players who want to play all the events. If they are such enthusiastic, it will be really 67 hours without sleep.
Yes. So yeah, I'll be playing tonight also some simul, and over the course of the next couple of days, I'll be playing also the handicap blitz against the players who want to try, and yeah, chess nonstop, and somehow always something happening.
Yeah, no, this handicap blitz is really tough. Yeah, 1 minute without increment.
Yes, it's
So
I guess
if you
it'll
should
be
give
fun.
some advice to your opponent, just try not to get mated.
It's very hard.
Yeah.
I was playing recently in the US in a youth event. I was invited to play against the kids. It was 3 versus 1 and 5 versus 1, and yeah, very, very tough. And I'm sure here in Peru also some blitz specialists
Well,
and
we know
dangerous players.
all their players are very, very good in Blitz.
Yes,
So
yes.
I guess also their young players should be as good and as talented as their famous grandmasters used to be in their age. So I think you'll
It'll
have
be
some
tough,
hard
yeah.
time.
Keep on busy.
No, I play such formats, but normally on 2 minutes for the grandmaster, because 1 minute is just too chaotic somehow, and yeah, not easy. But it is fun. It's the most important, right? So that people have chance to play with the grandmasters and even have a chance to beat them in such time controls.
Yes, yes. So I guess they will start any moment now.
I think they still need a few minutes, maybe 3-4 minutes. I don't know if we can get the cameras from
The
playing hall. That would also help us to know better when exactly they will start. But from what we were told, there will be very short breaks between the games. So once they start, then everything will be happening very quickly. So did you actually play any of our players today, Faustino or?
Yes, I played Faustino recently in the World Rapid and Blitz. I played him in the Rapid and then in the Blitz as well. So I drew the Rapid game and I lost the Blitz game. So I think he's already very, very strong. Even
Maybe
at
I
12.
don't have asked you about
Even
that.
at 12. No, but I mean, yeah, he beat not only myself, but like also like I remember he beat Levon and many other like top players. So he's not really, like a kid, but he's already like a very strong player, especially I think in Blitz and fast time controls in general. That's why I was saying that I don't know if Jose is too much the favorite. I think he is, but not by much. Uh, so they will play these 2 rapid games first, 15 minutes per game, no increment.
Yeah,
2
Faustino
games and then
starts with
4
the white.
4 Blitz. Yeah, Faustino will have white in the first one. I think, yeah, maybe the last time they play favors, I would say Faustino a little bit. Although, yeah, Jose is well known for also being very good at Blitz.
It's interesting because actually I was thinking the opposite, that probably in the Blitz is where Martinez Alcantara has the
more
biggest.
advantage.
Yeah, because okay, I don't know, without the increment, and he's so good in online Blitz.
Yes.
So I mean, of course, Faustino, as you said, in Hong Kong has shown incredible results, but I still feel that Jose Martinez Alcantara is the slight favorite, but it all depends, you know. Both of them are coming from Hong Kong, long flights. And, you know, in Blitz, the most important is how your head works in that particular day, if you have slept well or not. So
yeah, and again, this format without increment, I think it's a bit different, of course, because you have to take into account all the time that you know, you need to finish the game in time, even if you're much better, but you're down too much on the clock, then it's just not gonna work. So you have to play a lot with your intuition, and I feel that Jose is very good. I mean, you asked me if I play them both. I mentioned Faustino, but Jose, I haven't played so much in official games. We played online a little bit, Title Tuesday here and there, but not too much. But we were playing some training games recently, and I feel that I mean, it's no secret that he's very good, but he's very good in this practical part where you have to take decisions based on your intuition and the time you have left on the clock. So I think he's extremely good at this. But yeah, that's what, of course, makes him such a good Blitz player. So we will see.
Yeah, we shall see. Hopefully they will start soon. I was just thinking, Faustino, I mean, he's just 12 years old, not even 13. He will turn 13 in October, right?
Yes.
I mean, he has been around for several years already, so it's hard to really comprehend that he's still 12 years old and
Yeah.
he's already competing in this highest level. I mean, it's really great to watch him grow chess-wise and becoming stronger and stronger. And it is, I believe, great that he has this support also, that he can really develop and reach his potential, right? But
yeah, it's amazing. I saw him for the first time. I remember in Sitges, it was in 2023, so a little bit more than 2 years ago. And he wasn't playing in the tournament, but there was a Blitz tournament which was organized, I think, in the middle of the classical event. And I saw him playing for the first time, and I was just really impressed. I think he was 10 at that point, and it's like, how can you play like that at 10 years old? I mean, it was
I know he
incredible.
was like he reached 2300 with 9 years old. I mean, how often does that happen? I mean,
Yes, no, he was able to reach just an unbelievable level. Even at 10, and now you look at him at 12, it's the same. Yeah, he plays way better than 2 years ago. He's able already to beat top GMs at 12. I think he was able to do so since he was 11 or something. So yeah, I mean, it's obviously very promising. It's no secret. It's just a question of how he will develop further, but yes, bright future ahead.
yeah, no, I think it's just great that at such a young age he has the opportunity to meet such great players and grandmasters, so he gets used to playing such world top level, because not everybody gets these opportunities, and it's really fantastic that we can see him actually competing against the world's top grandmasters at such a young age. And I'm sure there is no limit for him to become better and better. Of course, at some point it becomes a bit more difficult to excel, right? Once you reach, he has reached already 2500, then will be 2600, 2700, and there is always this certain moments where players hit a plateau and then they stay in the same level for a while. But for the moment, we don't see him doing that. He's just developing very fast, and really congratulations for him and his family for his great results.
Yeah, and I think you're right about the being good, that he has a chance to meet all the top players and get all this support and be in tournaments like this, or Hong Kong, or very strong tournaments. Because I remember, in my time or many years ago, it was harder when, even if you were talented and good, you still need to break this
Yeah.
obstacle of, let's say, when you meet like really good players, you're a little bit shy, or you don't have it takes time to build this confidence. And I have the feeling that nowadays, especially with players like him, where they have all these chances, they build that confidence very quickly. Like they're playing tournaments like Hong Kong, he's playing Duda, and you can feel that he knows it. Yeah, I can beat this guy even if he's a top player, but I can do it.
Yeah.
And yeah, if he's able to do that at 12, yeah, what could happen, yeah, when he's 15 or 16 or something.
Yeah, no, all this is just fantastic. Yeah, because how you said, I mean, it used to be without the online chess, and
Yes.
some years ago also, okay, I'm from Bulgaria, so for us also it was not easy to travel and meet all the different people. And I remember I played my first Olympiad when I was 13. So I was slightly older than Faustino, but for me to see all these top grandmasters, world champions, it was like
Yes.
something unbelievable, right? And
Yeah.
it took me some time until I see. I certainly hope so, and hopefully we'll get also a view of
Of the
playing,
playing hall, yeah.
so we we can know exactly when. They're playing already.
Well, welcome back. I think we are very close to the start. Maybe they're making some moves already.
Unfortunately, we cannot see that on the board.
Yeah, let's see if we can get the moves.
Okay. We don't have the moves yet. Okay, just stay with us. We will have it soon.
We have it here. Okay.
Okay.
So we have kind of Bogo Indian in the first game.
Yeah, maybe we just show the moves from the beginning. So for those who have missed it, and we should just show how they got to this position. So Faustino with white, and well, they're playing this Bogo Indian, which is very modern now, right? With A5.
A5. Yeah, typical Jose. He likes this type of positions with little theory and enough pieces on the board so he can try to trick his opponents, I guess.
Yeah, no, very interesting position.
Solid
Right.
positions. He likes where he can play, based on structure.
Yeah, and Faustino, he chose the line with G3, which is the main line here, right?
Yeah.
So E6, and well, everything looks normal.
Yeah,
now.
pretty normal. Knight C3.
And castle Queen C2.
Yeah, so typical positions for these Bogo Indians. Very, very close also to the Nimso structures. Black is ready to exchange on C3 if the bishop is challenged with the move A3.
Yeah. And
so rook E8 now. Of course, black keeps the tension, yeah. You might play E4 at some point, you might take on D4, depending on.
It's not so easy to play these positions with white, right? Because you don't want to take on E5.
Yeah,
if
white.
you push E4, then you give a lot of dark squares, and somehow both have to stay and wait, right?
Yeah, it's
just find the useful moves. But
yeah, perhaps with white it's time to decide, like pick a plan. Rook A1, it's like a very natural move. And now, yeah, it would be natural to play something like Queen E7. You want to remove the queen from this D line just in case, but I guess there are many options for black. You can even play E4.
yeah, this is what I was going to ask you, because E4 looks very like straightforward, but is it actually playable? I mean, you can just go knight G5 and then take on C3, or
yeah, I guess E4, knight G5, you take on C3 and play some Queen E7.
so you
Bishop
can
takes, bishop takes.
Queen E7, and then just
I
keep the
guess you want to
pawn.
play F3 at some. I mean, black wants to kick the knight now with H6.
Yeah. So okay, F3 has to be played, I guess, now, no?
At least it looks logical, but then he can take, yeah, on F3. And the problem is that if you take with a pawn, there is Queen E3 check.
Yeah, this is a big problem. That's why here black is actually becoming better, right? Maybe
Yes, yes, yes. So F3, it's not good.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
okay,
would need
D5,
to, yeah, some D5, H6, knight H3.
or knight C5 first. Okay, H6. And then maybe put the knight to C5, right?
Yeah, I would be a little bit worried with the knight on H3, but yeah, in the end, you can always move the F pawn, like maybe F3 at some point, knight F2.
Yeah,
But
very
it's
interesting position.
It doesn't look bad for black,
Yeah, it can be played for 3 results, how we like to say, right? For both colors. But this is the actual position after rook ad1.
So Jose is still thinking after rook ad1?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, so it's a big decision to play e4, I guess, especially when you have options. Although I don't think you want to take on d4 because then, yeah, after knight takes, white keeps some space advantage. This bishop on g2 it's a bit annoying. Pressing on the you played e4, yeah?
e4 was played. Okay, so far we have
Yeah,
guessed
e4.
The right. Okay, the move which was played, but yeah, it looked like the most logical, right? Because with the rook ad1, white is kind of maybe
Yeah.
showing some intentions even to take on e5.
Yes.
So you're more or less forced to take some action.
Yeah, I think now, I don't know, maybe knight h4, but knight h4 is a bit, it's even more risky than knight g5 because the knight has no way back, yeah? Like, something like takes on c3, I guess, and knight f8,
Yeah.
and then you have to be all the time careful.
In our line, the knight was.
So you went knight h4?
Did it? Because in our line, the knight was going to h3, g5, and h3, and now
Yeah.
he just went to h4. But I somehow feel that it's artificial to keep it on h4. I don't know.
Yeah, you have to take on c3 because e4 was hanging.
Yeah.
And now at least black gets some time to. He takes with the queen. Yeah,
Okay,
it's a little
otherwise
bit.
g5 also would be
Yeah.
a possibility after
Oh, there
knight
was, yeah,
f8.
knight f8, the g5 was a threat, yes. So he wants to keep the bishop on d2 just to make it a bit more difficult for black to achieve g5, at least make you play h6.
Okay,
And now,
d5.
yeah, black switches to d5.
Okay.
Yeah, I would be, of course, you want to get the knight back as white. Yeah, it's natural to play knight f5 and knight e3, but I guess knight f5, knight b6, yeah.
Yeah.
Or even take on c4.
Maybe even take on c4, but that's why he played b3, I
It's
guess.
b3.
And now black has to decide to go to f8 with this knight or play something like maybe c6 or even a4 maybe.
Yes.
Just some quick activity. Because, okay, white has the pair of bishops. For the moment, of course, doesn't mean much because position is quite closed. But in the long run,
Yeah,
might...
it could be, of course, an advantage. Knight f8, very natural move, just to eliminate the possibility of knight f5. Now, maybe black can just play h6 and g5 at some point. And black still has control over d5. I mean, you don't really need to play c6 so soon, because anyway, after cd knight d5, black is doing really well. So it's a question now how white wants to play to kind of secure this knight on h4. I would think, yeah,
easy task, right?
it's not so easy. Yeah, that's why it was a bit hard decision to put the knight on h4, because once you get there, I mean, you don't really want to go to g2 back. So, and it's this pawn on e4 will be hard to challenge. I guess you need to play f3 at some point.
Yeah, but when is the right moment to play f3?
Yeah, I'm not sure if you can go f3 now.
Maybe you can. I mean, what happens if you do?
Yeah. I would think f3 it's the most natural way to play. There are not many. So he goes bishop h1, but it's just a bit of a concession. Yeah, I mean, it's kind of accepting that something went wrong, I think.
I think so, yeah. No, that's why, I mean, when we were discussing the previous line with knight g5, knight h3, from there he could go to f4. And now
Yeah,
he's losing more time and preparing to go knight g2 if necessary, and then again to f4. So it's just like maybe he didn't really find the best way to play this position. Okay, still, of course, everything is possible, right? But I prefer black's position.
yeah,
That much is clear.
yeah. So c6, securing the structure. He wants to be able to take with the pawn on d5, knight g2. Yeah, I mean, black has better position. I mean, some space and some prospects on the king side that you typically get with this pawn on e4, especially when the whole structure is pretty solid. It's a 65 e4. So I guess you need to bring the knight somehow to g5. I mean, maybe h6 and knight e6, knight g5, something like that. Can put the bishop on h3, but that doesn't really do much. I guess
Yeah,
the knight
because
will go to f4 at some point on rook e1.
yeah,
So knight g6. Well, at least you can try to trade the knight now on knight f4.
knight f4, you just take it, right? Bishop h3 then.
Yeah, yeah. Of course, the problem with the position is that once you get the structure, black gets space. Yeah, you have the two bishops, but they're not doing much for the moment. I mean, bishop on h1 is extremely passive. This pawns block this bishop completely. And yeah, black keeps having the space. So even, yeah, bishop g5. So getting rid of the bishop pair. I guess something like h6 takes, queen takes.
And then take on d5, I guess.
And then take on d5, maybe knight e3, and then some f3 or f4, no? Something like that.
No, still, I mean, it looks kind of nicer for black, but it's not so obvious what is the right setup from here on.
Yeah, I mean, it shouldn't be too terrible for white either.
Yeah.
Maybe it's a bit worse, but nothing too serious yet.
Yeah, because opening the c file, I mean, if black has to take with the pawn, that would give a lot of counterplay for white, right? I mean,
Yes, bishop e6, just
yeah,
overprotecting.
but then
Probably.
maybe now some f3 would be possible.
Yeah, knight e3 first.
93.
Clearly, yeah, clearly f3 is on white's agenda here. You could try f4 maybe at some point and try to force black to take on f3. Yes, so we get something very similar to what we were discussing before. Queen takes.
Yeah,
And
but
then
then
probably CD, or I don't know if
CD maybe
yeah.
take with the bishop, right? I mean,
Also, I don't want to take so soon, no, because even after CD, then my queen is on c3, like rook c8 comes with tempo. So maybe I don't need to take as white, maybe f3 now or f4.
yeah. I think
Maybe f4, no, yeah, because f4 I won't take on f3. Maybe this bishop on h1 will remain quite passive.
Just f3 to be sure that the black needs to take
f3.
it, right? But then with what do you take?
EF, and then I guess with the bishop, no? Try to put pressure on d5 and also open the f file.
Yeah, maybe.
But something like f3 takes, bishop takes, queen g5 feels, of course, good for black anyway. I don't know how good, but maybe not much better, but definitely not worse.
Faustino has done it. He has played f3. And
yeah, you have to take. Yeah, we have some view of the players.
I see that both of them are controlling the time pretty much the same because they have both of them a little bit less than 8 minutes.
Yeah, I think, of course, it depends on how comfortable you are with the time on the clock. But I guess for me, at least, once I'm down to a couple of minutes, then it starts to.
Okay, but I guess under 3 minutes or something.
Yeah,
Before that, it still feels like you have all the time in the world.
Yes. So he took with the pawn on f3. Interesting. He doesn't want to spoil his structure too much. Obviously, he wants to push f4. But still, it's a bit easier to play black here.
Seems like it, right?
It's very healthy structure.
Black has already a rook on the open e file.
Yes.
But of course, I mean, okay, white can push f4. So
yeah, knight e7, good move, because f4 was coming anyway, and the knight was misplaced on g6, so from e7, it can go to f5, also controls d5. But I think white needs to play f4 anyway. So he goes rook e1.
Yeah, I also thought that f4 should be. I mean, okay, this bishop on h1
Yeah,
somehow
a4, I like that because you just create the chance to activate your rook. Take on b3 and then potentially rook a2 at some point.
Yeah, this a4, it shows something which is so obvious for strong grandmasters, but for weaker players is not so easy, right? To control the whole board because
Yeah, use every chance that you have to make your pieces a bit better. Yeah.
yeah, because sometimes people get so concentrated in one side of the board and they forget the other side. And I think this a4 move is just so typical grandmaster move, yeah, because okay, it is the open e file, it is so many things are on the board, but okay, he managed to include this a4 and open the a file for his rook, and now he goes for h5.
Yes, so he kind of like hearing you playing in both sides, just
Yes.
play a4, took on b3, and now switches back to the king side. I like how he's playing.
He seems very much in control,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, totally. Yeah, he knows that his position is very very good, better even. And I like the way he's trying to increase the pressure slowly.
Yeah, at some point, some rook a2 might be very, very dangerous for Faustino.
So h4, Faustino, because yeah, it was annoying to allow h4.
I understand, but now isn't it more weaknesses?
Yes, that's the problem with white structure, yeah? That the king is a little bit weak in the long
Yeah.
term because the pawns don't move back, as the old concept says.
Unfortunately, yeah. Sometimes
Yes.
you really want to take back one.
If white could put the pawn on f3 back on f2, the position would change quite a lot for the good for white. But
Yeah.
yeah, unfortunately for white, it's already on f3. Rook
Now,
e8 now.
bit
It's
of a surprise to me, but okay, he wants to put pressure on d4.
yeah, it's the way he manages the rooks is interesting. Anyway, the rook on a8 is activated, and the e file is not really something that black can do too much with at the moment. So it makes sense to put it on d8, start creating some kind of pressure against d4. Eventually, dc4 could be an idea. Yeah?
Yeah, at
dc and
least,
c5. Yeah.
at least now white cannot fight for the a file, right? He cannot play rook a1
Yes,
anymore.
exactly. Because d4 will be hanging after the
So,
trades. Even now, like something like dc, bc, c5 is something that white has to take into account, and then knight c6 after knight c2.
yeah.
So it's probably a threat
And what do you
already.
think about some g5 for black? Is it
Yeah, I was thinking about that. Yeah, it
or it's too
definitely.
much? I don't.
I mean, yeah,
He
yeah,
did.
it
Okay. He hears everything what I
c5.
say.
Yeah, yeah. Especially after c5, there's no more
Yeah.
dc ideas. g5 makes a lot of sense. Yeah, I mean, you force white to take, but then yeah, queen takes and h4 is coming in.
And probably some king h8 and rook g8.
Yeah, no,
It's pretty
the rook
fast.
comes to g8, the other rook is ready to enter on a2. Very unpleasant position for Faustino here.
But I think on the other hand, it might be a bit easier now for Faustino because it became more concrete, right?
Yes, but
So it's somehow maybe easier to play in defense, such positions.
of course, there are not so many moves. Yeah, you want to. I guess knight f1 is the most.
But then knight
Knight.
f5.
That's the most natural. Yeah.
Yeah, because I also wanted to play this move and then just try to exchange the queens somehow, but
Yeah, knight f1, knight f5, queen d2, maybe something like this.
yeah.
If you, I mean, you take and then yeah, knight g6.
Why not knight f5?
He wants to play h4, I guess, and use the f4 square after.
Yeah, probably.
That's clearly his plan. Don't know if it's the
But
best.
now with some queen e3 or stuff, but maybe
Yeah.
you can just take and go rook a2.
So he goes queen d2. Now, I guess even after the queen trade, black is doing well, but you want to keep the queens. Yeah, queen f6 is
Yeah.
It's probably an automatic move. Yeah.
And queen h6 is happening. This h4 maybe.
I guess h4. You take, or you play g4. Yeah, I mean, you can do it, but yeah, maybe it's the right way, yeah, because otherwise black gets king g7, rook h8, h4. It's maybe easier.
Okay,
goes rook
interesting
a2.
sacrifice. I mean, I would have gone for h4 for sure. I don't
Yeah.
like giving pawns, but let's see what he had in mind.
So his idea is queen, if queen takes h5, king g7, and then rook h8, right?
Yeah, okay, it's clear that black will have compensation, but I
Well,
mean, he was just much better, so I don't know why he needed that.
I guess as white you can take and then play a 4, no? King g7.
Yeah, I guess you have to play a4, otherwise the queen would be
Oh, so
trapped.
he doesn't take.
Okay,
Rook d2.
g2.
I guess you can double, or rook d a8, or you can just take and play h4. No? Take on d2, force the queen back, and then play
Then play h4.
either king g7 or h4.
Yeah, maybe just h4 and use this f4 square you mentioned earlier.
Yeah, that looks very natural to take and play h4.
Okay, Jose Martinez Alcantara, a better time and
Yeah.
a bit better position. Let's see if Faustino will manage to save this game, but it is not easy.
Yeah, it's played too passive somehow. He's actually, even though he's only 12, you would normally 12-year-olds, they're like tactical players, or they like concrete play. But Faustino, I noticed that he's kind of a technical player. He likes to control and plays quite solid generally. But yeah, here a bit too passive, yeah. And it's down almost 2 minutes now on time.
Yeah, 2 minutes 40 seconds against 4.5 minutes. So, okay, still there is time for everything, but the problem is what to do now against h4.
Yeah, the problem is that the position becomes more and more difficult, yeah.
Yeah, because now you cannot go back, queen h6, d4 pawn is hanging.
Yes.
So, I mean, black can just go king g7.
It's very easy, yeah. That's a problem also for white, that black's play is just very, very easy.
And the problem is that white doesn't have any counterplay, right? I mean,
I guess you go g4, no? At least you keep it close. Because
yeah.
if you allow the take on g3, then queen e3.
Okay, so
Yes,
he wants
yeah, take and knight
at some
f4.
point to have queen e5,
Queen e5,
to
yeah.
trade, right? But of course, the knight is still on g6, so might never happen actually.
Yeah, many options for black here. King g7, logical.
Yeah, rook a8 was probably the other
Rook
logical.
a8, even rook e8, yeah. Bishop d7, it
Too
is.
many options for black. Sometimes it is quite difficult to choose the right one when you have few options.
Especially in a game without increment. But
yeah.
But Jose is pretty good at this. I mean, he's very, as I mentioned before, he's very practical. Once he has a position where he can play, he has a plan. He kind of follows the plan and put problems practically for the opponent on each move. It's quite effective on this type of play.
Okay, Faustino, he found a way to create some counterplay, rook a1, threatening maybe rook a7 at some point.
Yeah, but I feel that, it's not gonna work.
Might be right, but at least he has to try something, right? I mean,
Yeah,
if he just sits and wait,
it's been too passive, yeah.
Yeah, it's very difficult.
Rook
And
h8, g4.
g4, okay. I mean,
Yeah, probably now it's time to go back to the e-file. Yeah? I mean, maybe knight f4 and then rook e8, bishop d7, something like this. I guess should be very close to win.
h3 or not. No, because knight g3
Maybe you
then
give,
have
you
chance.
give knight g3, although, yeah. Maybe you don't really need this h3.
And but okay, knight f4 allows queen e5. So
Yeah, although the endgame is also pretty sad. No? Yeah, bishop d7, rook e8.
Yeah.
That was logical.
Okay, also Faustino, he plays this prophylactic move, queen f2, so rook e8 doesn't come with a tempi.
Maybe knight f4 or rook e8, both are possible.
And Faustino almost down to 1 minute, so he really have to start playing faster and very accurate.
So
So
rook e8, knight a3, king g8.
okay, so they both decided that there is nothing to be done on the H file anymore.
Yes,
Came back to the center.
queen f4.
Yeah,
Have to go back to c2. And then f5 is an option.
f5, very interesting option actually. Because if you manage to open the G file, then white is.
Yeah. So he goes for f5. Yeah, it's just hopeless. And
Okay, it isn't over yet, but looks very, very dangerous for white.
take on e1 and h3 probably, or
Yeah. But also you can
you can keep in the rooks, yeah.
keep the rooks, right?
Or rook a8. Rook a8, rook a8.
Rook a8 or rook f8, I don't know. I think too many
Rook f8,
options.
yeah.
I think Jose is playing really very strong this game. As you said, very practical, but
Yes.
very unpleasant moves. All the
Yes,
time
yes.
creating some threats. It's not just playing around, right?
Bishop c8. He doesn't even want to give take the pawn on d4 and transpose to an endgame. He wants to.
No, I think he want to give
He
me.
wants to mate, yeah.
But you see that White's problem this knight is still
Yeah.
didn't find a good place
No.
for the knight. So I think
King
yeah,
h7, rook
everything
g8. No.
this knight h4 in the opening, right?
Yeah, I mean now after this bishop h1, after you have to play like this, it's not. I mean, position was still close to equal at that point, but it's definitely not what you want. Yeah.
So now a hard decision for black.
Yeah, we're
Keep the
also
queens or not.
yeah we're also entering this. He wants to keep the queens. Let's see if Faustino can survive because they're both down to the last minute.
Yeah. 30 seconds for Faustino versus
So
1
they
minute.
will have to play like really fast now.
But Faustino now start improving his pieces, trying to put this bishop on d3 and create some problems for black, right?
Yeah, so it's a minute versus 28 seconds. It would be good to see actually the board with
the clock.
the clock,
Right?
yeah.
But I'm pretty sure we have the correct time. So
Yeah, so Jose is taking his time after bishop d3.
yeah. No, because okay, I understand he doesn't want to exchange queens. On the other hand, white already is threatening some things, like
Yeah,
taking on
I
a4
guess you
and
play
rook
you
e7.
play king h6 or something.
Okay, so they went to this kind of endgame.
Yeah, but I mean it's too little time for white, right?
What? So for a moment I saw a rook on a2 for
Yeah,
black, but
that's
yeah.
hard to follow already.
Yeah, they're so
But
fast.
it's still
They're so fast that we are receiving few moves in the same.
at least he's getting close on the time, but yeah, position is still bad, probably.
Okay, but with 10 seconds, I mean, it is without increment. I mean, nobody can finish the game probably,
I
right?
guess.
It's just a question who will lose on time first, or you think Jose can actually manage to promote opponent?
No, I don't think so. I think you'll win on time first.
Well, we have like 0 seconds for Faustino here on the board, but I'm not sure what the clock shows.
They're actually quite fast on the board as well, yeah. They're
Yeah.
fast online, but also
Okay, I
yeah,
see
we have
that.
some sort of mess with the pieces, but not too much, yeah. For
No, not too much,
not
and
too much.
actually
I think
Black
they
managed to
kept
promote the queen.
yes, they kept the game going.
It's a pity that we have lost the moves
Yes.
here, and we didn't actually see the rest on the
Yeah, I think in
electronic
this
board, but
for this last part, it makes more sense to actually follow what they're doing on the board and maybe see the clock.
yeah, definitely, because they're so fast that
Yeah,
just button is
we lost the
not.
moves, and anyway, there is not much sense in commentate. Yeah,
But okay,
without seeing the board.
congratulations to Martinez Aucante
Yeah, good
for
game, of
winning
course.
this game. I think he played really, really well for a rapid game and put a lot of problems for Faustino. And well, we'll see how the rest of the games goes. But this game, I think, was really well played by Black, by Jose.
Yeah, definitely good game. I mean, he just got a comfortable position from the opening and then slowly was increasing the pressure. Think got a position that where he's really good because again he's able to build pressure with these little moves, always make it difficult for the opponent. In fast games, you want to have some kind of plan, some kind of idea for not only for the next move, but for the next 2 or 3 moves. But this guys, they always make it difficult, so you always have to spend some time for some decisions, and then you're down on time. So I think he was doing that perfectly, and yeah, well deserved this first victory.
Okay, I see the players already taking their seats. So let's see if they'll have a break or not. Yeah, Faustino is already there. So I guess they will start
Yeah,
immediately.
it will be fast. Yeah,
I would expect them to have at least a few minutes to recover from this
no, not too much.
last 1-2 minutes, but okay. I mean, we're going to see how this game will go. Of course, I hope we'll get the board, so we'll be able to see the moves. Okay, it will come eventually. For the moment, we just have the first game. But we are expecting anytime soon the new board.
Yeah, I think Faustino was perhaps playing a bit too passive. He needs to be a bit more aggressive, I think, in general.
Yeah.
Not only for the first game, but also for the Blitz portion. That's what I would advise him. Because again, with players like Jose, you cannot like give him too much freedom to let him dictate the play and play from a position of strength like that, because then he will just give you too many practical problems, and it'll be tough with this format. But let's see if he can come back somehow.
Yeah, let's see, because of course this is very tough for Faustino, losing with white the first game in such a way without actually having any chance. But okay, we'll see how he can bounce back. I'm sure that
So they're already starting the second one.
yeah, they are starting the second game. A
I
few
think it
moves
was
are
D4.
in. Let's see if we refresh, if we are going to get this second game. No, not yet. I hope we will get the board and the moves pretty soon so that we can share our thoughts with you.
Yeah, they're playing pretty fast for what I can see in the video.
Yeah, it's a pity we don't have a camera at least near to the board, so we can see what's going on, because from here it's not easy to understand,
No.
right?
I think it was 1 C4 the first move, but I cannot say beyond that.
Okay. Okay, Jose, he likes to play c4.
Yeah.
He plays everything, but
I think it was c4 e6, right? The first two
many
moves.
times, right?
Yeah, it's one of his main moves. Let's see if we can get the game here.
Yeah. I think definitely they need to have some breaks between the games so we can have the transmission right and we can get the board.
Okay, we have it here.
Okay.
So maybe, yeah, we can show the first move, c4, e6.
Yeah.
Knight f3, d5, g3, knight f6, bishop g2, bishop e7, castle, d4, and then we transpose to
The normal Catalan.
To the mainline Catalan, dc4, queen c2, a6, and a4, bishop d7, takes bishop c6, bishop g5, knight d7, knight d2.
Okay, this is the main theory nowadays.
Yeah, knight d2, perhaps not the most common move, but still pretty standard play here. e3, h6, takes, knight d5, takes, c6, rook d1.
It's pretty solid position for white, right? I mean,
Yes, very solid for white. Also solid for black. White has slight advantage, a little bit more space with the pawn on d4, but it's a bit simplified, so black doesn't have many problems with like finding squares for his pieces. And it's very tough to break the black structure here.
yeah.
So yeah, knight d5, so black usually uses this square on b4 in this line. But that said, of course, it's a little bit more pleasant to play white here.
So white is going to c5 square?
Yeah, maybe,
or
although
not yet.
not really. I mean, it's very hard to make progress, yeah. Like, of course maybe put in the knight on c5, although I don't know if
But maybe first you try to push h4, h5, and then you
yeah.
think about the rest, right? I mean,
Yeah, usually h4 it's pretty standard. Yeah, played. Now I don't know if you play h5 as black or not. Maybe you just let it play h5 if you want to.
yeah.
You can play h5, g6 maybe with black also, but
But
weakens a bit the king side.
weakens, yeah. Also, I think in this position, I mean, black would actually doesn't mind to give the bishop for the knight. So playing h5, g6 somehow eliminates this option to exchange the bishop for the knight, right?
Yeah.
So, but
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, it's also unpleasant to allow white to go to h5. That said, of course, as you said, okay, position is about equal objectively, but I think way easier for white to play.
Yeah, it's a bit easier, yeah. Rook h1, interesting moment, because does it mean that he wants to go g4, g5, or?
Looks like, no? I mean, otherwise, white to play with rook h1.
It can only be that, right?
Or maybe he can go knight f4 and g takes f4.
Maybe, but yeah, knight f4, I don't have to react.
No, you don't have to. No, I mean,
See, it's also a little bit mind games. Yeah, like rook h1 makes you think that I'm playing g4. And who knows? Yeah, because this is
so
the
it might
type
be
of
a bluff,
position. It
yeah.
might be because this type of position where you can just play rook h1, rook d1, and then again rook
Yeah.
a1, rook b1. Yeah, because nothing. I mean, not much is happening. It's a question also with black. What do you do? Usually, you don't mind like some trades. For example, trading queens wouldn't be bad for black or anything. Trading a pair of knights, let's say with knight f6 or even knight b4, is also not bad.
Yeah, but how exactly to do that? I mean, trading queens is not possible for the
Not so
moment.
easy. Yeah, there was the option of playing queen a6 with the rook on a8, but not anymore.
Yeah, not anymore. So I think black, but I mean b5 is hard to play, and even if you do, then you have problem with the c5 square.
Yeah, at least with white, I like that he, with the knights on e4 and d3, I mean, not so much the knight on e4, but especially the knight on d3, makes sure that there are no, like, breaks, pawn moves, like c5, e5, all these moves are very hard to achieve with black, so it means you have to kind of play around a little bit and wait, which is not the most pleasant thing to do, yeah, especially in a rapid game.
Queen b3. Queen b3 was played, queen b8.
He goes queen b, yeah, interesting, no? Queen from b6 to b8.
Okay, but since the king is on
b5,
g2, maybe queen a8 is also an interesting possibility.
Maybe b6 and queen c7. I mean, b6 and queen b7 used to be like, because at least you are closer to achieve c5 in some positions. And Faustino is asking, it's calling the bluff on Jose. Like, do you really want to go g4?
And for the moment, he's hesitating. But okay, I mean,
knight c5 is always there, but yeah.
They just helping black to play b6 and queen
b6. Yes. Of course, after b6, there's no like
maybe
good
e5, not to allow you to play b6.
Yeah, although I'm not sure if you really want b6, yeah, because I could just switch back to then maybe double in on the c file, and because c5 is still hard to achieve after.
Yeah.
I think they both, yeah, it's a tough position, of course, because there's nothing like super meaningful to do for both sides. I think queen d1, yeah, so it's pointing to the king side a little bit. Maybe with the queen ready to join on h5, maybe this g4, g5 gains a little bit more strength.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely nice position, at least practically for white. At least it's much easier to imagine progress with white here than with black. And maybe you have to start thinking about like some b6, c5 or doing something more concrete, yeah?
Yeah, but what it can be, this more concrete.
b5 is a little bit ugly, yeah.
It is, but on the other hand, okay, white is a bit provoking, yeah, with this king on g2, so you start thinking about the long diagonal.
Maybe you wait for g4, yeah, after you commit with the move like b5 or something like that.
Yeah, maybe first let white to show his real intentions, but the problem is that
no, you have to keep making like moves, yeah, like
you have to make a move, and I think maybe good choice from Jose this
yes, definitely
opening line, because he likes to play such positions, right?
Yes. And yeah, it's, as we said, it's a bit unpleasant for black because there's nothing, you want to kind of free your position somehow instinctively with some break, but breaks are not possible, and nobody likes to, play just marking time without doing anything. You waste time, and that's how you get into time trouble.
Yeah. No, but okay, Faustino for the moment handling pretty well this position.
Yes.
Which is not so easy to do. So
I think maybe some knight f6 would make sense. b6,
okay,
yeah, b6 of course is not bad. Yeah, now white can actually switch maybe to play against this c pawn. Yeah, maybe queen f3, knight e5, rook c2, rook c1, this type of play.
Okay, but for the moment, black has enough defensive resources. But
yeah,
but okay, I mean, what you say, of course, is quite logical, because now there is a target. This pawn on c6 is.
Yeah, and still we haven't committed this with g4, just weakening too much.
I don't know why he didn't play it. I quite like g4. I mean,
yeah, g4, g5.
Immediately.
He can even play it now, I guess. But
no,
but now it's because c5 is coming. Yeah.
No, first you need to put the queen on f3, I think, so that you're safe on this diagonal, and then decide if you still want to do something against the king or double on the c file. And
maybe queen f3 he can go c5 still, yeah. dc, bc, and I mean, if you take on c5, I'll take on b2 at the end. I'm playing c4.
Yeah, maybe, but I don't know. I mean, and I cannot go rook c4 because of knight b6, and I don't have time to
Yeah, I'll have some
do
counterplay.
something. Maybe this is
Yeah, b6, c5, of course, very reasonable way to
so, but
play.
I have no way to stop it. Maybe, or
I
just
guess
rook c2,
maybe
or queen e2. I don't just
maybe knight e5 now. It's the way, no? Because c5, maybe queen h5 there. It's unpleasant. Rook f8, there's knight d7. It's not so easy to protect the pawn on f7.
yeah, you might be right.
So knight e5, maybe
we
queen b7.
Queen b7.
But then, yeah, then at least I have some time, no? Queen f3 now.
Yeah, then it's a better move order, yeah.
Bishop f8 or something, and rook c2.
Queen h5, I think he played.
Oh, he went immediately queen h5?
I see it from the live camera, but
yeah, we see the queen h5.
Yeah,
yes.
he did. Okay.
Yeah, so similar idea. He wants knight d5.
But now he allows knight f6.
Yes, knight f6 is possible. Takes, bishop takes, and then c5. Yeah, looks pretty. Does he want g4 there? Takes, g4.
But rook d5, I don't know. I mean, this queen h5.
Yeah. Well, yeah, rook d5. It's a problem, yeah. g5, there's even bishop g5. So he goes back.
Queen f3 back. But as you said, for Faustino, it's actually better to exchange some piece. But maybe exactly this nice knight from d5, maybe he doesn't want. But
yeah, now c5 will come in.
Yeah. Can he play it immediately?
I think he can, yeah. Of course, 95.
90. Okay, he did. So 95.
The point is that CD knight c6 loses the exchange, but black can.
But are there some problems on this diagonal? So hard
Queen
to
a8
calculate.
here. Yeah,
Queen a8 was played in.
Yeah,
Now I think white has to take on f6, right?
Yeah, it's very, very drawish, you know. Knight f6, bishop f6.
Yeah, just
takes,
change everything.
takes. Actually, pretty nice for black, no? I mean, white has to.
Yeah.
Already has to be careful, no?
No, I think white played just one inaccurate move, this queen h5,
Yeah.
and then suddenly black was perfectly fine. I mean, everything came on time like this.
Maybe it was fine anyway, but yeah, perhaps something more subtle would have make it more difficult for black. Like maybe I feel that in the move order you had to be precise.
Yeah, because this is one of these positions that we thought that white can just basically play whatever he wants, and it is black who doesn't have the active possibilities. But you see how everything has changed in two moves.
Yeah, of course, Faustino played extremely well. I think all this queen c7, b8, b6 idea, getting ready for c5. Also knight f6 then. It was very good.
b2.
Yeah, so he wants to have this knight c6, of course, after cd. But I guess cd is possible, no?
Yeah, just take on.
Because knight c6, I can just play rook e8.
I don't know if we have time to show this line on the board. So if cd4, you want to play.
Yeah, I thought knight c6,
but rook takes.
Even rook takes, yeah.
And then
yeah, queen takes or something, and then take.
And then just take here.
Take on e. Maybe
no,
take on c6.
c6.
And then take on e3. Yeah, it's too many pawns.
Yeah. I forgot that we even have this rook on h1. Now it looks a bit strange to have it there.
Yeah,
So
take on e3. Some knight c4, but black is doing well here.
No, but black is doing probably very well here.
Yeah.
So this is not really what white should do, but then what to do after cd4? You take on c8 first, or?
Rook c8. If queen c8, then knight c6, yeah.
Yeah, now you have nothing to sacrifice on
Yeah.
c6.
So maybe take with the rook.
Or maybe first take on f3.
Yeah, but then you can take with the knight and
then just take
on
on
d4.
Then this is-
It's pretty equal.
Yeah. Okay, so we guess that this is the
Yeah, something like this.
variation, and we are going to see if this is what will happen in the game, because they have already played until here, right?
Yeah, so actually he took on d4.
He took on d4, but it is white to move now, and white is still thinking in this. But this is the critical moment of this position, right? Because white has
Yes.
several possibilities.
But
Take on c8, take on a8, knight c6. We have seen that is not a good possibility. So yeah,
took on c8 first.
and now he'll take maybe on a8.
Yeah, queen a8, rook a8, and then either ed or knight c6. Yeah. But although knight c6 allows take on a3, so probably not that.
Probably not that, but taking on d4, yeah.
Yeah.
And then rook c8 back, and
knight dc4, knight d5, b3, something like this.
I think black is here slightly better already.
Yeah, feels that white is the one who has to be careful, but
yeah, because okay, after d5, okay, b3 had to be played because of f6 threat, right?
yeah, but pretty difficult for black to improve, no?
Okay, but on the other hand, pretty difficult for white also, right?
No. I mean, it's clear that black has
No,
nothing to worry about.
objectively should be
But I was
equal,
thinking that maybe black can do something, but it's not so easy.
Yeah. No, this knight on c4 is really strong.
Yeah.
I mean, if you can try to how to push b5, you cannot push that easily, right? And okay, white's rook is finally back into action, rook d1. And well, okay, black will come with king to e7 probably.
Yeah, rook d3, making sure that b3 is protected. Maybe you can try to play knight g4, knight e3, or maybe immediately knight e3, and then the knight from e5 can come back to c4. But
yeah,
trading this knight on d5, maybe it's a good idea for white.
Yeah, because also then you put pressure on b6, right?
Yes.
So that's why I wanted maybe for black to try to just push b5, like rook b7, b5 or something.
I guess it's possible.
It is maybe not the most ambitious thing to do in this game, but on the other hand, eliminates.
Of course, the margin is quite big here for both. Like you can play a few
Yeah.
moves and
No, there is nothing
it's
forced.
hard to get worse. Not
Okay.
impossible. 94 is going 93 next.
Yeah, this g6 was asking for it, right?
Yes.
Just provoking this knight g4, 93, which we thought that should be
played anyway.
White's idea. But I think both of them have a lot of time, and
Rook c6 or
yeah,
rook b7, b5.
maybe, but take on e3 first, right? Or not?
Also possible, yeah. Pawn takes and then
No,
rook
because
b7.
I don't want to take to have a pawn on d5. But maybe you're right. Maybe that.
It's still fine. You take and then bring the king to e6 or something.
You are on time, yeah, to do that. Let's say if rook c6.
Yeah, take 93.
Take 93.
Well, you can even play rook c3 here.
Yeah, you can do that.
Take and then 95 bishop d4.
Yeah, that is another possible outcome of this variation.
Also pretty equal.
Pretty cool. Even though black has a bishop, I don't think they can actually threaten something. So, but yeah,
the question is if they keep the position. I mean, if they keep some sort of tension until they're both down to 1 minute, then
anything can happen, right?
yes.
I think this is the actual position which we have.
But it's possible that we
played.
get some liquidation before they get too long time. They still have 5 minutes.
And yeah, so rook c6 was played and
king f3.
Knight f6.
Removing the knights. Can you go d5? Takes, knight takes. You can, but it doesn't change anything.
Yeah, maybe it's not the most ambitious because then Black's bishop has a very nice square on c5. Right?
Yes.
So, but okay, many things are possible in this position. So I would be more careful about the time.
Yes, definitely. Still pretty close in the time, slightly.
Finally, g4 was played.
G4.
We were expected like 20 moves ago.
Yes.
So now
It's in the endgame, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Jose is trying to do something at least, yeah.
No, but this is the way to do it, right? Again, he starts pushing from both sides.
Bishop e7, good move, because then g5 you would take and knight h7. Rook d1.
So rook d1. Okay. Maybe
back to d5.
But what to do? Time is equal. A bit more time actually for Faustino. He has 4 minutes.
h5, yeah, good move also.
H4.
Fix this pawn on h6.
Okay.
Play on the light squares. I mean, it's not like it changes a lot, but... And I guess the point is that GH, if you take on h5, I can go d5 there, yeah. ED, knight d5.
And bishop c5.
It doesn't change anything, yeah.
I mean, I don't know.
Maybe after knight h5, just rook h1 and take on h6. Yeah.
Let's see.
Yeah, you can take. You can play rook h1 or d5, both are possible.
Yeah, I think both are possible, but okay. They have exchanged the pawn.
d5 is interesting because then you get the f5 square for the knight. But of course, it's not really better.
Yeah. Okay. Jose playing very safe. He took back this pawn on h6. And I guess he'll come back to d1 and try d5.
Yeah.
In any case, because okay, this is the only plan for white, right?
Maybe some king e2, like you were saying, and then f4, go back to f3.
Yeah, but I was saying that with the g and h pawns now.
Makes sense.
I don't know if it's the same, you know?
Bishop c7, just in case, yeah, not to allow.
Yeah. Well, I think rook d1 and d5 is...
But practically, it's still a bit more pleasant to play white, yeah? With the knights and...
g1, rook g5, but rook b5 also is nothing, right?
I mean, at some point, I think it's easier to imagine white being able to do something than black, although, yeah. f4, king f3.
Yeah.
And then what? Yeah?
I don't know. Then, but okay, just keep on playing, right? I mean, until the opponent makes a mistake. Because objectively, it is
black can play
equal.
for b5 too, yeah. Yeah, f4.
f4, okay, so now rook b8, you think?
Rook b8 or
bishop c7.
I'm gonna say that even
bishop c7. It is a bit late, right?
Yeah.
Okay, evaluation doesn't
Rook h8. I mean, even rook h8 or something. It's
rook h8. It's a good idea, but
rook d8.
okay.
Yeah, the bishop on c7. This setup with the knight on f6 and bishop on c7, pretty solid. There's no d5. b6 is well protected. All the knight jumps are under control. Very solid.
Very solid. I mean, for both, no apparent weaknesses, very little material on the board.
Rook h8 now.
So, I mean, if it was a different time control, I'm pretty sure that they would not keep on trying too hard.
Yes.
But this is why I like actually this time controls without increment, because I mean,
something can happen always.
it is, yeah, for sure something will happen, unless, of course, they make a threefold repetition or they somehow agree for it.
Yeah,
but
or it gets really some liquidation. But
yeah,
I think we're very close here to either some repetition or some death, because it's just too little now.
okay.
At least with the pawn on f4.
Down on the clock, but he found an idea maybe to put the
Knight on b5.
knight on b5 and maybe the other one
Free the
to
rook.
b4.
Yeah.
Or maybe to try to invade the c5, right? I mean, that would be another idea, and then try to attack the b6 pawn. Or maybe they're just
So
repeating.
just getting some trades. Yeah, maybe
No, but
take
this-
on e3.
Yeah, or just bishop c7 back and just a repetition, right?
Yeah.
Just when we thought that something exciting might happen, it might actually be over this game, but
Let's see. I think Faustino,
maybe not.
he signals that he wants to keep some tension on list, because otherwise he would have played bishop c7, I guess. But
or bishop takes e3 and just
yeah,
exchange down. But
well, he took now.
He took now. Okay, so he and
Yeah, can
rook
block
c8.
something.
I don't know. Can I go rook c8 and knight d5 and rook h8? But I mean, doesn't seem like much. But
Rook h1. Yeah, no, it's.
But he has 30 seconds more. I mean, on the clock. So I mean, it can become
maybe he can
unpleasant.
He can do something.
Okay, so d4 pawn is under attack now.
Knight d5, king d6, yeah. King c6, I guess, and king d7.
Yeah, I think yeah, when defense starts depending on some tactics, it's not a very good sign.
Yeah, only 46 seconds.
Oh my God! No, okay, king d3, rook e3. I thought that black has to go rook f4 and then white would win an exchange.
Knight b4 now, king b2.
King b2.
Okay, but it starts to be a little bit worrying, yeah. Knight d3, check. Takes, and maybe I win this pawn. Not really, no?
Why not? King d6.
Oh,
king
forcing the
d5.
king, no, king d6, king d5, or...
Yeah. But okay, I mean...
Yeah, no, definitely some issues now for Jose. It would be nice again to see the board, because they're just entering this last stage of the game.
Yes, and well, it's 23 seconds versus 1 minute. I mean,
yeah,
Jose really has to be very...
chances now, maybe his...
I think White
They're
thought that
repeating.
they can have a draw whenever he wants, but then...
Yeah.
And then he just allowed himself to go too low on the clock. And of course, Faustino is trying to use all his chances to win this game and to
He might just
equalize the
win.
match.
He might just win on time, no? Without...
Or maybe he has won a pawn already. He has won the
Yeah,
two
no,
pawn.
I think it's...
And he's going for mate, maybe. I don't know. It's hard to understand what is the actual
Okay, he
position.
lost the pawn on d4 somehow, but we don't know the times.
What we see here in the electronic board is just 5 seconds for Jose, but
And Faustino?
Faustino, 20 seconds. But now,
Yes, she should be winning, yeah.
I mean, we should really be able to see.
There's a knight on e3, knight c4, e5 takes. It's gonna get mated, yeah.
Looks like, wow. It was looking like such a peaceful game, right?
I think he lost on time, no? Yeah, Jose lost on time.
So Faustino Oro winning the second game with black and equalizing the score.
Yeah, he was a bit too slow, Jose, at some point, no? Like you said, he was confident that he would just hold his position no matter what.
No, and then, of course, when he was already 30 seconds lower on the clock, there was no point for Faustino to take the draw, right?
Yes, exactly.
And he did very well. I mean, he started pressing and not only on time, but he won the d4 pawn. And, well, I mean, he won this game very well. So I'm sure Rob Jose will not see this anymore. Just relaxing and thinking.
Well, they don't. They
time
play
doesn't
Blitz
matter.
now, so no, it's no time to
now,
relax.
of course, they should be even more precise. Okay, so let's go on a short break and we'll be back with the 4 Blitz games.
Take your time, huh?
Yeah, they started. You can maybe start with without the commentator camera. Is that okay? Then she will do it.
What do you mean without the commentator cam?
Just the player cam and the board will be there.
So it won't
Your
be
voice.
showing my stuff.
Yeah. So she can join and your voice.
Okay.
Is that okay?
Yeah.
I'll just
Well, welcome back. We are here with Antoinetta and myself, Lanier. They just started the first Blitz game. We have this position on the board. They had a repetition of the opening from the first game, this Bogo Indian.
Okay.
And Faustino took on E5 first. That was the deviation from the previous game. But maybe we can just commentate here because everything will happen really fast.
Yeah, everything is going on so fast, and
yeah, and Jose had some attacking chances, but it seems that it's not working out now. Like knight g4, there's rook h1.
yeah, how did it happen? Just a move ago, it looked more or less fine.
No, actually, yeah, rook h1.
Rook
That's not-
h1 is not
Knight f4 was strong, but that's hard for a blitz game.
Yeah, to allow queen h to check, but yeah, maybe then the queen would be trapped.
But yeah, it's a tough position, you know. Queen f7 was not correct. Queen g6 had to be played. Now it's just very queen f3.
Okay.
Actually, rook d-h1 was crushing, and rook h5.
Okay, now maybe
Here he
some
gets some
for
chances.
black.
Takes, knight f4, but they're down to the seconds. Faustino is up 20 seconds.
And pawn up.
And pawn up, although bishop a3, rook d7.
Rook d7.
And b5, yes. So he has to give g7 and kind of
Create
push
a
this a pawn. But the problem is rook b7 now. Well, yeah.
Yeah, rook b7 was
Still,
strong.
he's down 15 seconds. Very tough for
Yeah.
Jose here.
I don't think it will be
Knight c3 at some point.
chess solution to this.
Yeah, yeah, it'll be. So we'll see what we see on
We
the
see them.
on
Okay,
the screen.
Okay. It is with some delay, right? Or not?
The white pawn is on a2. I mean, black pawn is on a2, but it's very hard now
But
for
now white
black.
start pushing, and
For black, it's very hard to.
according to our board, Jose has already lost on time. He still has. What does he have? 2 seconds. 2 seconds. Or 1 second. Oh my
Yeah, he
God.
tried to.
No, this without increment is just so cruel. I mean,
Yeah.
but well done, Faustino.
Yes.
He has won this game. I mean, this is really exciting to see this because with increment somehow everybody
Yeah, with increment.
are relaxed, and you know that you will not lose on time because 2 seconds is enough.
Yes, it's a bit of a different game, no? Like
Yeah.
with increment, you preserve the chess until the very end. I mean, you can be confident that if you have a good position, you can play. But here, at some time, the clock becomes the factor. Yeah, it doesn't matter
Yeah.
what's the position on the board. You can win, you can lose. That's what I don't like. But of course, it's a bit more spectacular, huh?
No, I remember when
It's a
the first
trade-off.
time this increment came into
Hmm?
the picture, because before that we used to play like 5 minutes
Yeah.
with no increment or 3 minutes with no increment. And then we had the opposite change, right? That we had to get used to this increment and
Yes.
starting to play normal chess during Blitz games, because the opponent, if you just start
Yeah.
plundering your
Yeah.
pieces, he can just win on
Combo-
position.
yeah.
And now it is very funny to actually see this going back to
Yes.
no increment. And yeah, I think Jose should really get faster. But for the moment, we have lead 2-1 for Faustino Oro in this match in the VR chess championship. I mean, it is really very exciting event. And Vadim Rosenstein, he's organizing so many events lately, really introducing new formats, and I really love this idea. Also, you know, he's making this women like Grand Prix,
Yes,
Rapid
yes.
and Blitz, this women tour. And yeah, I mean, being in countries that like Japan, that is not traditionally hosting such world-class events, and
Or the Dominican Republic.
or the Dominican Republic, which is next. I think this is really great, and also including more players in these circuits, because it is very important. We spoke before for the opportunities for the young players, but it's not only for the young players, but in different continents,
Yes.
people get different opportunities. And this women tour, it's going to be in Dominican Republic, and next is in Mozambique, and then in Saint-Tropez, and it's really great locations, great hotels, playing halls. I mean, I think this is really taking at least women chess to a different level in a way.
Yeah. Oh, it's great to see.
Yeah, because there's so little women events. I mean, and more or less the same people playing them. So it's great to see the opportunity given to the
different-
girls from different
players,
continents. Yeah. And also they might actually discover that there are players who are not included in this Women Grand Prix or whatever, that are actually not worse than
Yes,
the others.
yes.
So it's always very exciting to see young players, new players competing in these top events like this Alua Nurman. She did very, very well in Japan. Even though the winners were Vaishali, which is of course very young but not unknown, and
Yeah.
Lucknow, but we have seen also other players doing really very well. So yeah, I think here, of course, Faustino and Jose, I don't know how to
We have
refresh,
the
because they
fourth
have just
game.
started the first few moves.
Yeah, I believe it's the Catalan again.
Okay,
So which line was it?
so they're not deviating that much. Let's see.
B3.
B3, yeah.
Takes C5, castle, knight
Knight
C6,
six.
E3.
Okay, this is supposed to be kind of
B6 and bishop B7. Knight B3 takes, all very fast.
okay. Both look well prepared in this game.
Looks
I'm sure
quite
Jose
reasonable for
will
black.
try to play faster.
Yes.
At least faster than his opponent. But for the moment, okay, both have over 2 minutes.
Yeah, like black's position, Faustino playing very confident, getting a good position here. But
Yeah.
on the other hand, yeah, the type of position that Jose likes, not too concrete, kind of he gets his structure and he tries to outplay from here. So let's see if he can manage him.
I see Faustino provoking some F3 and
Yeah, so
and
Queen
stuff.
E4, provoking F3, and then back to C6, Knight F4. Yeah, I like it because now long term, similar to the first game, it's pawn on
Yes,
F3.
just they had the colors
Yeah,
reversed.
you
So
wish you could get it back to F2, but
yeah.
D5.
Okay.
So Queen F6, Knight D5, everything happening real fast here. I guess you take with the queen, the Knight D5. And you
Yeah.
have to move the queen, yeah? Queen E6 or something.
And then a4 will be hanging, right? No, queen e6, yeah. to
Maybe queen
defend.
e6, yeah, or queen c6,
But then I
queen
can
e6.
take and
Take knight c7.
knight c7
But rook d1, rook c8, yeah, then knight e6,
and take on
ab.
b3, rook b1, and taking back.
Pretty drawish, yeah.
Well, let's see.
Yeah.
Let's see if our calculation
No,
of
well,
exchanging everything is actually working and somebody will not end up with a pawn.
Actually, you can move the queen, but that's tough, yeah, for a blitz game to play something
No.
like queen f1 here.
Queen
Because
f1.
ab there is takes and knight c7, but immediately knight c7.
He did queen a2, but this is, I think,
Queen a2, interesting, yeah. He thinks he's
very risky.
avoiding ab, but ab is possible, no?
It
Oh.
was because of
Rook e8, yeah, but
c4.
now it's bad, yeah. No, knight c7 was very strong.
Yeah,
And queen e2, just take, and king h3.
king h3. And why not now, knight c7?
Well, but now queen e2 and
No,
takes,
it's not the
takes,
same.
and yeah. Because I
Aha,
guess the
now
point was that
it's-
you would take in with the rook on a4.
Yeah. No, and also there was a mate on the
On the 8th rank.
not really a mate, but at least a check, right? But okay. How is this position?
Yeah, actually, it's practically not so terrible for Faustino, no?
No.
Maybe you go h4 with white, no? Because if you allow h4, h3, it's kind of, yeah, h4, then queen
Okay.
e2, takes everything, rook c2. e1, rook e8, rook e2, also taking on c4. Objectively, black is fine, but
Yeah.
it's all about the time here.
Okay, time is about equal. A bit better for
Faustino's always a
Faustino.
little bit ahead on the clock, yeah?
Well, last game he was a bit more ahead on the clock. I don't know.
Because
Last
at least you secure that you don't lose on time. I mean, if you're
Yeah.
just 15 seconds up,
No, but losing third
But-
game in a row, it will be.
yeah, maybe they will just repeat, no? Rook c1, rook a8.
Might be. But somehow they look.
Yeah, it looks like they will
Yeah.
repeat because Jose has less time and makes
Yeah.
no sense for him to.
Okay, it was agreed a draw, so still Faustino ahead.
So it
in this
leads by
match.
1 point. Yeah,
Yes,
two games left.
2.5, 1.5.
Yeah, kind of tough. Yeah, it's for Jose now. Faustino seems very confident and playing a bit faster.
Yeah, pretty decent prize fund they have.
Yes,
Uh,
they have 10,000, I believe.
Yeah, I think
6,000 for the
6,000
winner.
for the winner. Event. And of course, it is even nicer for us, the spectators, to watch this two players really fighting every game till the end. And
Yeah,
yeah,
let's see if we can catch the first part of the next game because somehow everything happens so fast and
yes, until we had here, it is like 10, 12 moves in
yes,
to the game. So let's see, because these guys obviously they don't use any breaks also between the games. So
yeah.
they just start very quickly.
We can maybe go back here. I don't know if can they see the position now or because there were some opportunities here. Queen a2
Yeah,
was a mistake. Rook e8 was
but what was Black supposed to play instead of Rook e8?
I think taking on b3 was the
Okay, taking b3 and then taking
because
e8.
queen a8, rook a8, bishop f8, and
Aha, and then just Black
the
is
spawn on
winning
b3,
because-
queen e2 is coming and so on. And after rook e8, knight c7 was the opportunity, queen e2, and then take, and I guess king h3 or something.
And after Rook
Actually, king f1. No,
king f1 and check.
the issue was this, yeah, and then b4. What?
Aha.
Rook c8,
So
b4.
this was
Yeah, very tough for a blitz game.
Yeah. But
So-
that would be really very good for white. But okay, a missed opportunity. But as you said, in this time control,
Yeah, such things are way too difficult, too subtle. But okay, AB3, it's a move that you could play because you see that you have bishop f8, and then
Yeah.
you're at least in no danger with this queen coming in. But for some reason they play
Okay.
differently.
Okay, Faustino preparing. Jose looking very concentrated, right?
Yeah,
Well, he
he
had
needs to win at least one game.
he started great this match, winning with black.
Yes.
Such a nice game, and then he lost 2 in a row, and now a draw. So I mean, he doesn't have too many games left, so he has to really try to win this one.
It's a very, very short match. That's one
Yeah.
of the issues. And they're
Okay.
starting, yeah.
They are starting, yeah. So knight f3, knight f6, c4, b6.
They have similar approach in the opening, very much non-concrete
Yeah.
way of playing, just getting some position with a lot of pieces on the board.
So this is again interesting position. Not, I mean, okay, today there is theory in every line,
Yeah.
but not main theoretical lines.
At least here, there's not much.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not sure. I know that in some positions this bishop takes f3 is quite good, and in others is not. But I think it looks
Yeah,
more or less
looks
fine.
normal enough.
Yeah, I
A
mean,
little bit more comfortable for white, yeah.
for white, yeah. But potentially, black can also have a good game. Just this knight on a6 for the moment is
Yeah, it's a
how
little
to
bit
play,
misplaced.
I mean, pawn
It's getting
structure,
the knight back to this town.
yeah. I don't know, because the way they have exchanged these dark square bishops and so on, white doesn't want to be left with this light square bishop, right? I mean, against all these pawns from black, but he still has the knight, so
Yeah,
this gives a lot of opportunities, and of course c6 is weak, so white can always press in this c file, right?
black seems pretty solid now. The knights are solid. The 67, this white bishop, of course, at the moment it's a bit passive. It's pointing really nowhere. I mean, it's biting this black's pawns, but who knows? A bishop is a bishop always in the future.
Yeah. C5, it was very responsible decision by black, right?
Yeah, but he has to win a game, so he has to
Yeah,
do
so it's
something.
very concrete. So
I don't know if he wants to play, well, knight b5, so some trades are likely to happen. White should be very safe here.
could be, yeah.
So he keeps the queens. I like this decision by Jose, at least keep some tension. But problem is it's a bit worse.
Yeah, this is the only problem. And he gave now this c5 pawn.
Yeah.
DC,
DC.
that I like that.
Take on a4,
But
queen a7.
But even a5 can be played now, right? I mean, could
Yeah, DC was apparently
yeah, no, I think
big
black
mistake
just
of
somehow
FP8.
lost a pawn in all these exchanges, right?
Yeah. Queen a5, yeah.
And I think
It's just
Faustino
down pawn.
having very good chances to win the match, basically.
If he wins this game, he wins the match. Yeah.
I don't know if they will even play the last game, if he already has the
Good question. Yeah, I don't know what the rule says.
No, I mean, he would have 3.5.
Yeah, he would win the match even if he loses. So he's kind of consolidating, pawn up.
No, very, very good player, Faustino, right? I mean, just like very calm and just doing all the right moves. And he's again with much better time.
Yeah, he's somehow up in time in every game.
Yeah.
Seems that he can sustain this rhythm of playing real quick, a bit better than Jose, which is crucial here because
We thought that Jose is the favorite before the match started
Yes,
and after the first
but
game.
I mean, I was thinking that that's why I thought it in the Blitz, it gets a bit easier for Faustino because he's playing non-stop online.
Yeah.
I mean, Jose as well, but
I don't know who plays more actually.
yeah.
But
Now he wants rook d6, so rook b4, queen e5, and you cannot take on c6 because of rook b8. Yeah.
it's almost over now, yeah.
So it's doing a great job of just spotting these little tactics, which are very important in Blitz. And now it's just
Rook b7,
it's just resigns, no?
I guess so.
Yeah. They won the match.
Faustino Oro already having 3.5 points. He has basically won the match. We are not sure if the last game will be played for the spectators
Yeah.
or not. I think they're changing the name, so maybe they will play it. But in any case, the winner is clear now. It is Faustino Oro, 12 years old, managed to win this match against much more experienced Jose Martinez Alcantara. I mean, congratulations to him.
Yeah, well done. I think he showed a very high level just to be able to play with this consistency in this time control. It's very hard, and it was enough to beat one like a specialist of this of Blitz also. Yeah, so
Well, the critical moment of this game, I think, was the second rapid game when Jose thought.
yeah, he had the momentum. I mean, he won
and-
the first game. He had the second game under control.
Yes, and then he
But
just.
losing that game was.
No, and Faustino managed to grab that point because, okay, it was such a drawish position that we didn't expect anything much to happen. And then he saw the opportunity when Jose went down on time. And he grabbed this opportunity. He won that game. And after that, everything went smoothly his way, right? I mean, it was just very impressive how he. Because, okay, I mean, after losing the first game, he had enough opportunities to make a draw in the second one, but he didn't want to make a draw. He really wanted to win this game, and he did it.
Yeah.
So well done. I mean, really.
Impressive that he kept the level, because he lost his first game playing passively, probably, I mean, clearly his worst game of the match. But then his play has been pretty consistent at a good level.
Yeah.
Always up on time.
Maybe improving even with every game. So maybe he just needed to warm up a bit.
Yes.
Game.
Because the difference, the difference between the first game and the rest, it's pretty big.
Should we somehow refresh our
Yeah, so they are playing the sixth game.
Right?
They will be playing the sixth game.
I think they will be. I mean, they are sitting on the board.
Yes.
They look ready to play. So, I mean, we know the winner, but
doesn't really matter for the match. But
no, but I think it's great to see one more game.
One more game, yeah.
I really start liking this non-increment format. So
I think 3 minutes without increment, it's extremely fast. Feels like a bullet game more than a blitz game, because you don't really have time to breathe. Yeah. I mean,
we have some bullet without increment as well, right? But this is a bit too much. I think just 1 minute per game. And until we say any word, the game is over. So
yeah, no, it would be hard to commentate.
Yeah.
D4.
Okay, so they have this
You take on D4.
slight difference in the move orders. D4 here. No, you couldn't take because of bishop e5, I guess. But
I thought knight c2 at least to make some kind of interesting sacrifice.
Interesting sacrifice.
Maybe interesting, more interesting for black, maybe. Okay, we get some typical Benoni here. Let's see how they handle it. It's probably a very nice version, objectively, for black.
Yeah, white still needs to
You need
develop
to
this
develop the
knight.
knight. There's no knight a3,
There is
no
no
knight
knight
d2.
So maybe knight h4 first and then knight d2.
Knight b4, it's some idea at some point. Rook
Yeah.
e8 first. But yeah, you have to go knight h4 or something. Bishop g4.
Okay, he did it, yeah. And bishop f3.
Yes. So
Okay.
bishop d7, already taking on f3 was possible because this bishop is a key piece for white in this
Yeah.
structure. But
But
the way
it
he's
would be
playing,
funny to have again the pawn on f3, right? Instead
Yeah.
of bishop f3. No, but
maybe it will
okay.
happen. Who knows? But yeah, for the moment, no.
No, but somehow white managed to fit
Yeah,
into
he
development.
managed to
Good
get the
news.
knight, yeah, into play. So that's good news for white. I think black could have done better, but again, things are happening really, really fast here.
Yeah.
And still the position is about equal.
No, this reverse Benoni positions is always so complicated to play, right? I mean,
Yes.
I play these positions mainly with white in similar fashion, and yeah, it reminds me when you play Benoni with black, and then all the time he wants to push b5, and
Yes.
and normally in the moment you manage to get it in, then you get lost position. So I'm wondering if it's the same here.
Yeah, so Faustino
White going for b4.
very confident, knight d8, bishop c6. Kind of typical
Okay, but now
maneuver.
if white pushes c5, b5, can you push
But
something?
yes, at least white was able to get some space, yeah.
Yeah. Well, this knight d8, I'm not sure that I like that much, but still it is about equal the position, right? Maybe
Yes.
it's slightly better for black, I don't know.
Take on a1, queen a1, yeah. Leaving the pawn on b4.
Why?
Take.
Okay.
But
this is what
what
happened.
is he doing? Just down a pawn?
Yeah, looks like. I mean,
I thought he wanted some tactic with knight e5 instead of, but no, the rook on e1 was hanging.
yeah.
No, this is not going well for Jose. He missed something. I don't know what was it. Now even
Okay.
queen d2 wins
Yeah,
another pawn.
I also didn't understand what happened. I mean, this knight g5 obviously was wrong, the last move.
But yeah, he kind of got,
Yeah, I think he just lost the b4 pawn.
yes.
I mean, if it was so crucial or not, I have no idea because these positions are not that easy to convert. But now it looks just winning for black.
Faustino
Okay.
is again up in time. Yeah. It's
I think
simply given no
d3 pawn
chance.
is gone, and
Maybe he can make a draw somehow,
wow.
but I doubt it. Yeah.
I
Maybe he
think
can.
Faustino here
Rook d2.
shows no mercy, right? I mean, he's going to try to win this last game as well.
Rook e2 forces f3, but and push the d pawn.
Yeah.
King f8, so keeping solid 20 seconds advantage on the clock.
Yeah.
And also winning position. Oh, but now he allowed the draw, yeah. He allowed the draw. Knight
It
h7.
was just
Knight h7,
perpetual
f6,
check,
yeah. Yes.
Yeah. And that was
Yeah.
a draw, agreed. Okay, Faustino not happy, of course, with the last game, but it was a great match for him, and he won with a big
4-2.
margin, right?
Yeah.
I mean, before the last game, so I think he has no reasons to be unsatisfied with the result.
Yeah, clearly dominated especially the Blitz portion, yeah.
Yeah.
It was so much faster.
I'm really impressed by his play, and congratulations for him.
Yeah, so already a very strong Blitz player, not just
Yeah.
a dangerous kid, but actually pretty strong Blitz player.
Okay, so I guess that was all from us from this match on the first day of the chess marathon here in Lima, Peru. And well, I hope you enjoyed it and you keep enjoying the chess events coming up in the next couple of days.
Thank you for watching. Yeah.